What's going on, man? Cup Live. We back at you one more time. Look here. So excited. We the countdown to the first race of the year. The MTC Engineering Spring Fling gonna be taking place at the Adel, Georgia, South Georgia Motorsport Park in Adel, Georgia. I'm sorry, April 14th through the 16th. I'm so excited. These days, countdown. I ain't been getting no sleep worried about this situation, but it is what it is. It's been a great opportunity looking at all the people buying their registrations already online. That's already been taking place. We got quite a few people that already bought their tech cars, their entries to the race. So y'all make sure y'all go out there, hit the racemancup.com website. Get your tickets. Now, I'm telling you, you need to get your tickets. This thing going to be live. I'm telling you straight up. It's going down at Adel, Georgia, South Georgia Motorsport Park. We're going to pack that thing. I got people who don't even know nothing about racing already talking about. And y'all can check me out this weekend, Saturday morning from 8 to 9. I'm going to be on a local WIGO AM 1570 AM, talking to my man Russell Jordan about the Man Cup and all the exciting things we got coming up with the Motorcycle Drag Racing Series. And look here, today we're thrilled to have with us one of the most prominent figures in the motorcycle drag racing grudge promotion. Known for her innovative approach to the sport, she has played a pivotal role in transforming grudge racing from a unique niche pastime to a mainstream sensation. With her unparalleled knowledge of the sport and her unique perspective on racing, she has become a go-to expert for fans and enthusiasts alike. So without further ado, let's bring my man on Pinky Big Bows up in Nashville. Man, look here, man. We got very exciting person to talk to now. We got the queen of the promotions herself, man. What's going on with that, Big Boss?
Man, I'm ready to hear from the queen, man. That's the queen of grudge.
Man,
They got their
like
bike. They still working on their bike. I think they ain't got theirs ready yet. But yeah, man, I want to hear what she talking about. What she gonna be at next? I heard she was at just a race this weekend. So yeah, put on, man, to see what she
Well, look
talking
here,
about.
man. Hey, man, I'm so excited, man. This the first female racer that we've had on our show already. So this legend
That's
right
right.
here. We done had number
That's
legends
right.
on the show, man.
Number legends. She's a legend. So you had to put on, and she ready to go, man. Get on there. She's sitting there waiting on you to put on. Get
Well,
on.
we gonna bring it right back to you. We're gonna go take care of a few little sponsorship issues right quick, and we'll be right back with the queen herself. We're gonna let her introduce herself. How about that?
There you go. There you go.
There we go. And there she is. Who we got right here? Look at her. We got the queen herself. Who we got over here? You tell everybody who you are. I don't want to get her messed all up over there.
This is your girl, Miss Bud Light Lime, the one and only.
Oh man, now look
Y'all know
here.
I go.
How do you get the name? You ain't gonna get no copyright infringement over there talking about some Bud Light.
Hey, I need to, right?
I know that. How
Hey,
you
look.
get that name though? That's what I want to know.
Oh my God, that's the curious question I get a lot all the time. How did I come up with the name Miss Bud Light Lime? Actually, I didn't come up with it. It was given to me by Johnny Mapp, Bike Paparazzi. Actually, that's how I got started.
Okay.
Because when Spencer was known for the Bud Light Lime bike, but he's very quiet, laid back. So he never actually would take over the races or talk enough trash to get a race. So when I came involved, I was kind of mouthy, the trash talker. So they was like, "We're not gonna go to Spencer and go. We're gonna go to Miss Bud Light Lime." So that's how it came about, because I went with all the trash talking behind it, and the name just went from there. And when Johnny Mapp did the videos and whatnot, he started calling me Miss Bud Light Lime, and after then it just went from there. So I'm Miss Bud Light Lime. Half of them don't even know
Man, that's
Spencer. They
pretty
just say
cool.
Miss Bud.
So when they see the
Yeah.
bike now, they just say Miss Bud Light Lime when they see Spencer now.
Yep.
And so if y'all don't know who she's talking about our man Johnny Mapp, Bike Paparazzi. He's been around the game for so long. He done came over here, interviewed me at my house. He got gangs of pictures of us from back in the days. Heck of a guy and a great artist. I didn't even know he was an artist, but check this out. He's the first person to make my work uniform T-shirts for my company. Johnny Mapp did. I
Oh
don't know
wow.
if nobody even knew that he used to do the T-shirts at the back in the days. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I was,
he's a great guy. He actually, with Johnny Mapp, he actually helped us get the name out there a lot. So I'm thankful for that because that word where he said, "I'm gonna make you famous," he pretty much helped us
uh-huh.
get there. I will say, yep.
So how do you become interested in the grudge motorcycle racing, and what inspired you to become a promoter in that field? I mean, that's most people that get in racing, they go bracket racing. I mean, with grudge, it's like all out. It's run what you brung. Hope you brought enough. A lot of times when we used to grudge, we was on the street doing it. So how you get inspired to get into grudge motorcycle racing at all?
Well, actually, I've always been crazy and love motorcycles for one. I used to
Hmm.
ride with your uncles on the back of when I was a kid. Used to take me ride on the back of the bike. So that's always been a thing of mine to be around motorcycles. But actually, what happened was I was with Spencer and we would go to grudge races event. And actually, it was my first time even going to a grudge racing event with Spencer. And actually, we went to Maryland, and then we actually went to Rockingham. And I was at Rockingham, and I thought the guys was in the face and talking trash. At that time I was just running around thinking they finna fight, so I was thinking I was going to see a fight. So I wanted to be in the midst of the fight to see what was happening. But actually, there was this trash talking. The main person that caught my eye was Alex Bud Light. And I mean, I loved him from the point that I used to see him. It right to go to run around and follow who he was around, and it actually made me love the point that he talked the trash. They were gamma, had the money going, the atmosphere, the rush. It was just a rush for me, and ever since that day, I just been on it, like just constantly on the rush of wanting to go out and just do grudge racing, do the trash talking, because I want to be in the midst.
That you want to be in the mix of. So how do you balance that excitement and the danger of it then and the need, the safety and responsibility from all the people that's out there? Because when that money out there, it can get unsafe. You know what I'm saying? With the bikes running out the back door, it can be a little unsafe. But then, you have that ability to, put that behavior in check with the people that participate around you. So how you manage that portion of the situation?
Oh man, it's really kind of easy in a way if you love the sport enough. You know what I mean? Because with me, I kind of the people help me make it kind of a little easy because we kind of manage. I don't know. It kind of balances out because I love the sport so much. So you really make time for the sport and time for yourself. But far as with
Hmm.
me, I know a lot of the guys. They kind of become family in a sort of a way. So it's kind of you constantly talk to one another. You're reaching out to one another. And now we have these apps and social media now. It kind of makes it more easier to manage things versus before. We didn't have that
Hmm.
stage, but now it's kind of a little bit more easier to talk to the guys, get to know people, and like I said, become family. Listen to what they say and listen to what they don't like. So for me, it's kind of easy. It's not that bad.
So so for people on the outside looking in, and they see all the trash talking and the hoopla, and they think, oh boy, I better go get in my car. These boy about to go at it. And you standing right there in the middle of it. What you would like to tell those fans? I mean, because it seems like it's gonna go down, but us racers, we know that that's just kind of part of the psychological warfare that we get going on, to try to throw each other off our edge or whatever. And so, what would you tell those fans so they'll know that they ain't got to run to their car and get strapped up and crazy stuff like that when they hear it going down?
Yeah, exactly. You don't have to run to your car with grudge. You don't have to feel like you got to step back because if a dominate, it does. It never goes there. We never have that issue. But it's just the guys. It's just men being men, guys being guys. Trying to out each other, carry their weight. But that's you don't when you see that happening, best believe you probably want to be there because after you watch the whole thing play out, because then you get to see who get egg on their face. So
Oh,
everybody
that's
like
what
trying
it.
to wait, talk trash. Yeah, that's what makes it more hype to actually see the trash talking and they do all that. Then after they do all that, they finally make it to the water box. When they make it to the water box, nothing happens. So you never have to feel when you see the guys talking trash to one another.
So, what has been some of your most difficult challenges that you face as a promoter, and how did how did you get past those? How did you overcome those challenges?
For me, a lot of the difficult challenges for me with facing with grudge racing is far as like get we trying to get everybody in one spot and try not to overwork the racers to having to go through so many events at one time because now the
Hmm.
sport is growing in a different direction. So we have with grudge there's only like a handful of us, a handful of riders. Let's say not us, a handful of riders that we actually all try to reach out and grab because you know all of us would like to get that elite rider,
Hmm.
and now with the growing, sometimes the elite rider may have to be at the Man Cup, at XDA or NHRA, and then here you is, you got Grudge. So that makes it a challenge to try to get everybody together as one, far as a Grudge. Indeed, me, far as myself, promotion, as we're actually, far as with Grudge, we're at the bottom of the list. And sponsorship, sometimes it's very hard for us to get for as our events is to actually try to get that promotion for Grudge or that sponsorship, and as far as getting things put out to put us on the front of the map. But I'm here to link up here with the Man Cup with you to hope that we can
Hmm.
actually bring it all together. You know.
So, what would you like to see? How would you like? What would you like that to look like? Overall, I mean, obviously, we know that you and I had talked about this before, was not only just having it where grudge racers showed up, but we kind of made it to where we can acknowledge a grudge champion throughout a season, like kept up with the accomplishments of those racers so that they can be equally awarded and have equal accolades throughout the season, just like a pro modified racer. And so at the end of the year, they had a championship. So how do you, what would you like that to look like, and how do you foresee that being handled to get to that point?
Man, far as from my point of view, I mean, as far as in my opinion of it, I would love to have our grudge races get the notoriety just like these other guys get far with these other races, like with 460, the pro street racers, and etc. When grudge is kind of like, I think some people are trying to do it, but it's still like a small portion of the corner for me. At the end
Mm-hmm.
of the year, these guys, they put in a lot of money, just as much as anybody else do with these biking grudge. I mean, they put in a lot of money. I mean, you go out here one race, races back to back, and you can go kaboom, and then you try to get it ready for the next race because you want to be there. But to have a worldwide championship, to be notarized, to be remembered as that, and side by side with just a trophy. Of course, we want the money too. As far as the grudge races, the money is very important to us. We like
Mm-hmm.
actually we got to spend a lot of money to put them together. We want a lot of money to put back in them to win at the track. But
Mm-hmm.
I would love to guys to be able to have something notarized each year to be saying that the worldwide champ, the state champ, or 2022 champ, of the overall series or something like that instead of per event. Because most of the time
Right.
you only remember as a grudge race as the last event. We don't have nothing for us yearly. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless
Right.
a couple of things we have like with a couple of series, but I think we're just in the corner for that. I like us to stand out just as everybody else would.
Right. Right. Well, we're gonna go pay a few bills right quick. We'll be right back with you. Got a few more questions I want to ask you, and we'll be right back.
All right. Raising on and having a good time. Y'all ain't going to paper chase because we done been there, done that. Y'all follow the damn leader.
Green machine.
That's it. That's all I'm worried about. But hey, I love girl racing. It's fun. You guys never we can talk trash to one another without getting to offense and having anything violent. So we all stick together. So if you see something out of the ordinary at the track, they ain't with us. They just somebody that's in the way because we get along as a family, and that's why I love grudge racing.
Man, we seen that little commercial. That's an interview you did with my man Johnny Mapp. Well, you were talking some mess on there too. Well, I love that right there. But look, thank you, Johnny Mapp. Thank you, J Mapp, Biker Paparazzi. My man sent me that interview himself. showing much love. He know I'm out here doing the same thing, trying to promote this sport. For him to send that to us, that speaks volumes of his character. But look, you was having some fun over there too, man. So talk to me a little bit about that. You love this grudge racing for real, for real.
Man, yes, I do. I mean, I love it. I mean, even when I go through my episodes with a couple of health issues, I'm in the hospital. That's all I'm talking about is racing. These guys got me telling me like, "Can you get a chance to get yourself together before you get to talk about racing?" But it's my outlet. You know what I mean? Ever since I've done, got introduced to it, it's like I can't let it go. It's like I live for it. I love it. The rush of the races. Of course, everybody loves money in that part, but it's the fun in it, and at the same time. Yeah, like I said, when I first got into it, it was more or less more or less grudges. Now it's kind of a mixture of the grudges and the family wise, your race family. It's a little bit mixed together now.
Right.
Excuse me, versus before. But me, I love it. If you ask me if I could do it today, I die. I probably would, but it just depends on Spencer gonna let me. But like I said,
I see a lot of
besides my
beautiful pictures right here with
yeah,
you with all kind of people at the racetrack. And I tell people that racing is not racing. It's a lifestyle. It's a culture.
exactly.
It's funny because you have more friends at your race events than you do actually in the places that you actually live in. And that's just what it is.
Exactly. Because, like I said, it becomes a race. Like now, it has become a race family. And we was talking about it on the racing app about actually at the end of the year maybe doing something for us like what you can do come together is like a reunion, like a conference center, and you're giving out your awards. Everybody come together where then you don't have to kind of worry about bringing your motorcycles. Everybody can relax and wants to get to know each other. That's a goal of mine that I really want to do for us with the grudge races because I can imagine without you having to worry about your motorcycle or getting it fixed with the builders and the racers and that little trash talking atmosphere and you get to win the award for the year. Can you imagine how that would be?
Oh yeah, I would love. I mean, it's just like your own awards banquet. And the thing, like I was listening to you earlier, and I was just sitting here thinking about, you know, the good part about what we're trying to do with the Man Cup now is that a lot of the racers that race in those different classes, by us offering those classes, I mean, we have the Baber BPM racing engines Pro Stock Limited class. We got Pro Street. We got Grudge 460. We got guys that race each a lot of these different type of motorcycles now. So now we got all the riders. Now we have an opportunity to have all of our jockeys at the same locations where they can jockey those different type caliber motorcycles, and maybe that would help minimize some of the expense of trying to be at all these different places over these weekends. I know that we're not going to be able to accommodate everyone's schedule. There's a lot of racing going on, like you said. There's a lot of racing going on. So with all of that, I mean, how do you stay connected with those riders, the fans, and the other stakeholders in the grudge racing community? I mean, like you said, it's a small but large community because you can go to a grudge race with 2-3 classes and have 3,000-4,000 people there. That's just how that goes.
Yep,
So
exactly.
how do you stay connected with all that? I mean, how
Well,
do people look for you to find you?
yeah, actually, some of them you have to basically one on one reach out to them. And most of now with the graduations now, it's not actually getting in touch with the. You got to get in touch with both the owner, the rider, and the builder because the bikes that are going super fast. If their builder can't make it, they're not going because now they need their builders. That's why I say something with the series of the Man Cup and call out with me, Miss Bud Light Line coming together. It'll help that point to where we have the builder there, and you can have the rider there because they're able to participate in other classes that they usually participate in. So,
Hmm.
but with me, sometimes you have to personally reach out to some to make sure they're able to make it or what their schedule is like. But now you can kind of, I actually do the yearly schedule in my Facebook page call out where you can promote your races, promote your events, the schedule. I put up a yearly schedule of the events that, as far as pertaining to drag racing up. And you kind of got to see who's going to be where, who's going to be who. Sometimes you have to go without the elite racers being there. Because, a lot of
Hmm.
people don't realize it's not just only the elite racers that make the event. The guys that are very names are not well known, that are not household names, do just as good a job and bring out the spectators and fans just as everyone else.
That's correct. That's correct. So what advice would you give to someone who's interested in getting involved with grudge motorcycle racing as either rider or organizer of that situation, of that culture,
Yeah,
from the rider's
my opinion.
perspective?
Yeah, for me, I feel like if you want to be part of, be prepared to have thick skin for one. Because if you don't have thick skin, this is not the sport for you. Be able to be prepared to invest in a lot of money, or especially if you want to go fast. Now you got to be if you're happy with staying in your lane, and most people stay in their lane because they can enjoy the sport a little bit more, have a little bit more fun. But if you plan on getting in it and you're trying to be the big guy for the big money, you got to have thick skin. You got to come in it with a lot of money. And it's gonna cost you just as
You
much
keep
as it's gonna
saying there's a lot of money for it too.
lot of money. I'm telling you, because and then if you just want to go in and have fun, you can stay in that safe mode or stay in my lane mode. A lot of
Hmm.
them they want to be the big guy, the known one that you got to come and beat. But you realize a lot of them ones that you got to beat sit on the side. But now we got these shootouts that we have a lot, so they're able to be a lot of people to be able to compete because they don't have to put out so much money and spend a
Hmm.
small amount of money to enter a class, but being able to
Right.
race that person they would never really get to race without that shootout going on.
So, how many classes do you normally have when you have the events, the grudge events?
Usually, if it's a 2 day event, most of the time we probably try to have at least like 6 shootouts. You probably do like
Hmm.
two on Friday and maybe four on Saturday. Because usually with mines, I do bracket, so I do two bracket classes. Try to keep something on the track for these guys and give the family people something to see. So that's what I
Hmm.
usually do. With the grudge guys, I probably try to do four. Sometimes you're not able to fill in all four. Maybe just do two here and two there. Because a lot of the guys,
Hmm.
they kind of, they create their own little drama and mess and want to do their own thing, which I like for them to do their own thing on the
Right.
side. So that's what I usually try to do. But because I like to see that rush of the excitement, as I spoke about before,
Right.
the build up argument, the face to face, and then who I get to see with their egg on their face at the end of the night.
You looking for that egg though, boy?
I'm looking for the egg, and sometimes we be the ones with the egg.
Hey, that's how I go. If you can't take an egg, you better not get in the game. That's just the way it going.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it used to be kind of easy, but since social media came about, I'm telling you, some of them would dog you and rag you out bad when you lose.
So
Yes.
outside of racing, what are any of your personal things that you are proud of outside of racing? What do you do outside of drag racing when you're not racing? What do you do for a living?
Well, I predominantly now I had my own salons. I used to do hair. So now I'm kind of like mostly just racing is kind of my thing now because with some health issues and being around the chemicals all the time, I'm not able to, inhale all that stuff because I am dealing with some health issues that I got to kind of be mindful of at the same time. So,
Hmm.
but I don't let that keep me from doing what I need to do because I love drag racing. So it was a
Right.
pick or choose thing. It was a pick or choose thing for me. So I took it in to do the promotion of drag racing and hosting events because it's something I can stay at home and kind of make my own schedule and I can travel, just enjoy, meet different people, going different places. And it's a thing that I love, I enjoy. They say you never work something that you don't like, but I like it and I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. We're gonna go pay one more set of bills, and we're gonna come back and wrap this thing up. And like I said, I've had a great time getting to know you, letting the fans get to know you personally. And we'll be right back. We're gonna pay one more set of bills, and can come back and conclude this beautiful interview we've had with Miss Bud Light Line, Tracy Robinson.
All right.
If you're a fan of racing, then you'll love the Man Cup Motorcycle Drag Racing Series. These guys are going full speed ahead at 150 plus miles per hour on two wheels, and it's absolutely amazing to watch. If you're ever looking for an adrenaline rush, then you don't want to miss this. The first race starts April 14th through the 16th in Adel, Georgia at the South Georgia Motorsports Park. Get your tickets now at racemancup.com. See you there.
All right, we back with the whole team once again. Big boss, look at you. You found out something
Yes.
about Miss Bud Light Line, man.
Yeah, man, I know the lady love racing, man. Come on, man, the queen of grudge. I can't wait to see them back in action. Where y'all
That's
first
right.
race gonna be at this year? Where you think your first
My
race gonna be
first
when y'all
race
get shot
this year, my first race actually would be with Hollywood at the Man Cup. They have grudge
back? Yeah.
over in Valdosta in April.
Okay then.
There we
Okay.
go. There y'all go. Y'all heard it from the Miss Bud Light line herself. She said she gonna be down there running grudge, and that's what we've decided we're gonna do. We just gonna provide the platform for Man Cup to say, here, grudge racing, here's y'all queen. She knows what y'all want to do. She knows how it needs to go down. We're gonna let all that business for grudge go through Miss Tracy Robinson, Miss Bud Light line. We just gonna give them the
That's right.
facility. What we trying to figure out right now, like Tracy and I spoke about, we trying to determine what these curfews look like at these racetracks. Hopefully it's fair enough where we can get the time in to give them the time, because grudge don't like to come on till late at night. What's up with that right there,
That's
boy?
right.
Y'all like to do it and the do get on the track almost, man. What's up with that part?
Well, actually, because the bikes are now running so much faster, and what the heat, and the bikes don't have radiators, so therefore, running in the peak of the heat of the day and not having a radiator, a lot of the guys prefer to run it in the evening time, or usually when the kids are pretty much just out there go to sleep, because we know we can be a bit rough, during that time. So out of respect for that, I prefer doing it at nighttime. Not saying that we can't do it during the daytime, but it's just a preference of setting an atmosphere for us. But that's just, I think guys just don't like running their bikes in the heat of the day.
hmm So outside of Spencer, who was your next favorite grudge racer?
My next favorite grudge racer outside is Caleb Hope. Caleb.
Okay.
Outside the grudge race, you got Caleb and Richard Gas. I mean, those are my two favorites.
Oh man, that's
Richard
what's
Gas,
up. I love
I'm the Dennis Caleb, but those are my two favorite. And then the third is, of course, is Kevon. Since you say I couldn't use us, but Kevon is our rider, but those are our backups. Richard is his teacher, but if we need anybody, it's going to be Caleb Hope, and Richard's going to guide them all the way through.
Oh man, that's awesome. And you all go down to Middle Georgia quite a bit, right?
Yeah, we've been here because it's closer to home, and if anybody wants to know about the track, when I say it's the best looking track in the here, those those guys, as far as with Trent Mallett and Jimmy Huggins, and when I say they put in the work, they took over the track last year. I mean, you'll never be disappointed. I say never be disappointed. These guys, I mean, they're there all week putting in the work, and I appreciate that for us, as far as racers, is they do it for the racers. You go to some tracks, as far as like with grudge, sometimes we get the bottom of the barrel, and the tracks don't understand that we need good prep too,
hmm
and we're looking for good prep. So, of course, you as a racer, I know that you're gonna have these tracks on it. So
Yeah,
that's what I want
we
all these
gotta
guys.
have it right. Yeah, we gotta have it right.
Yeah,
We gotta have it right.
gotta
Yeah.
have it
Yeah.
right. No
Yeah.
other way. And I expect guys to
Yeah.
come out to the Man Cup, put on a show, respect, call out grudge, which of course that's no me, Miss Bud Light Lime. You can find me on Facebook. You can find Team Bud Light Lime on. You want to look at some of my videos? Of course, you can just type in my name, a Team Bud Light Lime or Miss Bud Light Lime to see me running my mouth. Also, you can catch me up under the Man Cup. A call out grudge. You guys can come and share your videos, share your dates, share your racing dates, share your schedules, and share any video footage that you love. And keeping the people in touch with what's going on in the racing world.
Man, that's beautiful. I
Good.
really appreciate
Yeah.
having you on. And man, there it is. Y'all come to the Man Cup. Y'all get your tickets. Like Dunk Master said, get your tickets. Get your tickets. Cause
Book
it's
them
going
now.
down at the
Online.
Man. Huh?
I
That's
said, book
right.
them now online.
That's right. You can go right online, book your tickets. It's going down South Georgia Motorsport Park, April 14th through the 16th. Right after that, next month, May 19th through the 21st, we're going to have a Rumble at the Rock, and it's going to do it all over again. They got a brand new surface over there. I'm so excited about even the second race. I know we got to take care of the first one, but I was excited about the second one just as well. And the other ones
Me
that we
too.
got coming down through there, like I said, all the sponsors that has been there for us, that has provided us an opportunity, and all of our classes are pretty much have been sponsored, re-sponsored by the same people from last year. Thank you guys and girls, racetracks, and all you all for giving us an opportunity to visit your facilities. Thank you for the support that you've given us to help the Man Cup go into this next phase of racing. And we look forward to seeing you down here April 14th through the 19th. Spring Fling, MTC Engineering, Spring Fling, South Georgia Motorsport Park is going down. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. And we're going to have y'all another exciting guest next Tuesday. Peace.